Check.
Yeah. Woo! What's up, y'all? This your boy Charles Gregory with the beautiful
LaurenSizzle.
and the beautiful.
Classy Lady Sparkle.
Man, let me tell you something, man. This is always part of the show that I like the best. Why do I like this the best? Because we get a chance to interview the good old folks, right? And the good old folks that's actually doing some things, man. So shout out to Philly versus everybody, as we say, man. You know what I'm saying? These people are really grinding and doing some things, man. These brothers, man, I really appreciate what they're doing. Because I'm seeing the struggle, I'm seeing the grind, and they're going to talk a little bit about that struggle and people actually, you know, pretty much saying it ain't going to happen. And they like, yep, sucks to be you because it's happening. You dig? You know what I mean? So before we go into anything, Sizzle, who we got today?
So we have Thomas Tizz 215 AIM.
With the gov. She put the gov in that joint.
Yes. Well, everybody knows him as Tizz 215.
For sure.
Yes. And then Tizz he's Southwest Philadelphia born and raised. Tizz was the middle child in the family. He attended high school at Communications Technology, where he cultivated his love of commercial arts.
Yes.
He knew his life would never be the same after he posted his first skit on YouTube. The feedback from his fans was remarkable. The views in the 50,000 range has become YouTube 50,000 range on YouTube and followers on Instagram of 125,000.
Spinning.
And he has become a viral sensation. His comedic renditions of the 2000s Philadelphia rap battle era has been reposted by major blog site World Star Hip Hop. So welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Tizz
Y'all about to make me cry, man, for real. Like, I just feel like y'all family because y'all know everything about me. Like, y'all just like,
Yo, shout out to Peter Parker,
man,
too.
for
He in the
sure.
building. We'll
Yes,
get to
he's in
him,
the
too,
building.
man, because, you know what I'm saying, I like to see the people working together and putting some magic together and making sure these things happen, man. But let's jump right into Tizz. What's good, my brother?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. You know, staying out the way, man. Staying positive, man.
No,
That's
you
it,
ain't
that's
out
all.
the way. You in the way right now. I'm telling you, everybody seeing you right and everybody. You know, I'm going to jump right into kind of like some of the things that kind of went viral, right?
Let's get it.
The rap battle situation. What made you come up with it? Because that was fun. Because I'm watching it because that's all I watch. I watch Smack and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching. I'm like, yo, this how I used to be. Like Young Reed. You think of like Young Reed. You think of all the people hip hop. You know, listen, Philly and hip hop and battle. That's what we known for. So it touched a lot of people that was just like, yo, that's just how I used to. You know, I'm 15, dog. I'm not 16. You know what I'm saying? That was funny, right? And so what made you come up with that particular skit?
Well, what was crazy, I had did a skit on YouTube called 50, like where me and my man was beefing over 50, but everybody thought it was 50,000.
Right.
Whole time it was 50 Cent. But we went to the extreme over it. I'm talking about we was arguing, going back and forth. But
Right.
the direction I wanted to go with it, I didn't want it to be like a regular beef, like where we fight or we shoot or do something like that.
Right.
I said, all right, so this how we gonna beef. We gonna take it back to the rap DVD.
Yeah.
So in the skit, he came at me and I came at him on the rap DVD tip. And one day I was at work and I just recorded the rap DVD part.
Right.
And I posted it on Instagram and I put the words rap DVDs used to be like, and it went crazy viral. It went crazy viral. And then after that, like once it went viral with that video, I said, all right, now I gotta do a newer John. And that's when I did the I'm your boss, so you gonna do what I say.
Right.
You follow after me, I'm Craig, you Day. And then when I dropped that,
yo, that's funny.
when
man.
I dropped that
Yeah.
John, I'm talking about World Star, like millions of views, everybody posting that John, it
Right,
just
right.
went viral.
Right. So
Yeah.
how did that make you feel when you actually seen, like, yo, people is catching on, like, yo, this John is crazy. It's like you going to sleep and waking up like, yo, I got to I mean, how did that feel?
No, it felt good. It made me think like, all right, what's next?
Yeah.
Like now I gotta keep the ball rolling now, because now that it's actually rolling, like it was rolling, but it was at a slow pace. But now once it got there,
Right.
I'm like, oh no,
No
I
doubt.
just wanted to keep it, so I just kept creating.
So on the comedy side of things, right? How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it for 6 years.
For 6 years,
Yeah.
right? And so you actually so you got some wheels under you now.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
So how do you feel about you know, the Instagram comedian versus kind of like the stand up, kind of like that area of entertainment? We
Well,
got the baby in the building. It's all right. Look, the baby is in here. We love the babies. It's all good.
Look
You
at
know, we
these
keeping the
people.
bean all the time. It's all good. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I can honestly say it's definitely different. Like far as Instagram, you know, with Instagram you can plan. I mean, you plan with stand up too, but I'm talking about far as like if you shooting a skit on Instagram, if you mess up, you can stop, you can do it again.
Right.
You can re-record it, you can go back and you can fix it, you can edit it. But when you doing stand up, it's live. Once you on that stage and it's your time, if you mess up, it ain't no fixing it, right? It ain't no going back. So I feel like stand up is probably a little bit more is a little harder than a skit, like, you know what I'm saying? But I did stand up 2 times, and I killed it. I did my thing. You feel me? 10 toes down, my feet out. You know what I'm saying?
With your fur on, your mink on. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Facts. So have you met any of like the other Instagram comedians that's out there and all that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as far as Philly, everybody cool. You know, we all work, we all communicate, and I also met a couple other like Instagrammers in New York, stuff like that. Yeah, I met a couple. Well, actually, we just dropped a social media movie, and that got a lot of Instagram stars in there. So
we definitely gonna talk about that because your boy Peter Park in the building, you know. So, so we definitely gotta talk about that. But before we go into that though, who do you? I don't want to say aspire to be like, but who kind of inspired you to continue kind of what you're doing right now in terms of your journey in comedy and Instagram and all that?
I always was a big fan of Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence definitely inspired me. Yeah. Like not just because he was funny, but he was versatile. He could do characters. Right. And to the point where his characters was really like, that's Shanae. We know it's Martin. That's Shanae or that's Otis or I'm saying, like, so it's just like I kind of, bruh, man. Look, she like, don't forget bruh, man.
Don't forget bruh, man. You gotta give that full floor. Right?
Like, yeah, though, man. Like, that's just it's just different. It's just a different kind of comedy that I like just raw and just like, and he improv'd a lot too, and that's what I'm heavy on. Like, I like the improv. Like, if you give me a scenario right now and then we just do it, then I like the improv versus really reading the script, because it's like you can't write something that Tizz would do. Only Tizz know what Tizz do.
Facts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But you can give me an outline of something, and then Tizz can add Tizz to the, like, you know what I'm saying, to whatever you put in front of me.
Right. Put Tizz improv against anybody. Kevin Hart, anybody.
No doubt.
Yo,
no doubt. Your man
look, he already knows. He already know.
Look, he did half the movie off improv. Half of the funniest jokes is off improv.
So that's a great transition then. Let's jump right into the movie. You know what I'm saying? Let's jump right into that. So let's talk a little bit about that, man, because this is something that is I mean, it's actually historic to a degree, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You're breaking, you know, the algorithm.
For
you know
sure.
what I'm saying? Y'all starting a new one. You know, so y'all gonna have a lot of people following afterwards. So let's jump right into the movie and feel free, Park, to jump right in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, I'm gonna explain how I got brought onto it. Peter Parker, he actually came up with the whole idea of the social media movie, and he had needed a writer.
Okay.
So he contacted me. He contacted me, and me and Peter had met up. He ran an idea by me, and I loved it. I'm like, it's dope. Yeah. So I was on board. So then we sat down at the table. I wrote the script, and from there it was just history. And then we shot it, put it together, and you know what I mean.
So like the main thing with the movie,
first introduce yourself. Introduce yourself.
It's Peter Parker. Right. Mostly known for, you know, directing music videos. Everybody knows me for one of J. Cole's video, Love Yours. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the hip hop game for a while, and I'm slowly transitioning into the film world now. And I'm heavy with social media influencers, giving them a shot in, you know, TV series and, you know, movies and stuff like that, because I believe in our millennial generation. Right. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what we're doing. We pioneers for the millennials. So with this movie, right, I didn't want to make any social media influencers actors, because they're already characters online. Right. So this is the first film where you get to actually see the character as the character in the movie. Right. No character is an actor. They're actually their characters online. So it's like, it's a long Instagram movie. You get what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, that you get to see your favorite characters. You got Super Sen, you got Fat Boy, you got Tizz, you got Big Brody, you got Tyrone, you got Dream Dog. I mean, the list goes on. We have over 20 characters in it. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So you really get to see them in their truest form and your funniest jokes that you see online in movie format. So, you know, that's what we wanted to do.
Yeah. So you spoke a little about, we had the opportunity to talk a little bit before the actual show started, and you was talking about, or you made mention to, I guess, the non-believers, so to speak, right? People who didn't think that the concept would actually do what it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about that, you know?
So a lot of people in Hollywood, you know, told me like that'll never work. You feel me? Like, it's no way you can do it without distribution. There's no way you could be a success without distribution. You can't trend without distribution. But I deal with numbers. I'm like, well, if we got over 20 million in followers with this movie, we're guaranteed to gain some traction.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So, you know, we put it to the test. We said no, we're not going to say no names, but we turned down some big deals. And we said, we're going to put out ourselves. We're going to prove to y'all, you know, what we could do. And then the numbers skyrocketed. And now it's like, now we talking licensing. Now we talking, you know, deals because we proved our worth. And we just wanted to show people, like, we got the opportunity. You have an opportunity to do it yourself. You don't need anybody to be successful. All you need is yourself, your team, and your vision.
Because some of the people that we ain't gonna mention, and when Pete brought it to me, he was saying we wasn't gonna go with it. I'm like, you sure? I'm like, I mean, we can show him with the next movie. like you sure you want to do that? He was like, I'm like, all right, cool. I called him back probably a week later, like you sure? Like I called him again.
Yeah, definitely.
But he was sure though, so I was rocking with him regardless. We just stuck it out and then. We got it done, man.
You positive?
Are you sure?
No doubt. Yeah. So what are you expecting now? All right. So it's already shot. I seen a couple posts on Instagram already. Yeah. You know. So where is the direction going? What do you expect from it now?
So it's officially out. You know, it's officially out. You can check the website out at socialmediamovie and .com and basically. Right now, we in talks with a couple of big streaming services. I mean, of course, we all know Netflix, we all know Hulu and all that. So we in talks with them, and you know, we're trying to see the best deal, which route we want to go. But we gonna give it to a big platform so we can showcase it to the world. You get what I'm saying? But we just wanted to prove our point. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to show people, like I said, that you could do it from the muscle.
Fantastic.
Yep. For the muscle, man.
Tizz, so you wrote it, right?
Yep.
So what were you thinking when you sat down and was like, yo, I'm just gonna write it? Like what was going through that head? Huh?
I mean, first of all, I mean, like even far as writing a movie, I had to do my research. Right. Because a lot of the comedians that's in it, I never really like watched to actually know everything they do down to the T. To actually write it in script form. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I had to go in the lab. I had to study all the actors, go on their page, see what's their main thing that people love that they do, and that way I can write it into the film. So basically, like the whole film is basically is about how Tyrone became Tyrone, with a twist on with everybody, all the other comedians, and how they all started and how they all came up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically just how I just came to the board, and I got crazy mind for it, man. Like on a whole nother level. Like when it comes to the writing and the comedy, like with me, I like to step outside the box. Right. And a lot of people scared to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like people set standards to what they do. I don't do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just go for it. Like, even if I think it they might not like it. Right. Or they might like it. I'm gonna put it out for me. And then that's just what it's gonna be.
What was one of your biggest fears in producing something like this and writing something like this?
I honestly didn't have no fear. Yeah. I'm very confident, man. I ain't really. I just felt as though like long as me and Pete and Status the one who produced it, just long as we stay solid and loyal to each other, everything would be perfect. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Regardless of what happened on the outside, just long as us three are solid on the end, we gonna make it happen. We gonna do what we planned to do in the beginning.
Yeah. Now, anytime I have somebody from Philadelphia, especially a artist or someone within the industry, I always ask the question of, because it's a big misconception that Philly is known for kind of being or having this crab in a basket mentality, right? They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to go anywhere. You know, they always hating. What's your thoughts on it?
I mean, my thoughts is just stay positive, man. Like me, like me personally, like I'm far from a hater. I want everybody to win. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, and even with us doing this movie, is a definition of wanting people to win, because we didn't have to hit these people up to be in the film. Right. Like, I could have been like, no, P, I want to be the only Philly person in this joint, because I want to be on top. Yeah. Like we got other Philly comedians inside the movie. Like, you get what I'm saying? So right. And that's just that, man. Like I feel like when you hate and you pay attention to what somebody else doing, that's when you lack on what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? You miss on opportunities and also like learning like yourself. Just growth, because you watching me grow, but what are you doing? Now you're not growing. You still at the same spot. Right. Once you stop to watch me, that's where you still at, and I'm just still succeeding, because I'm not worrying about nobody. I'm just focusing on my craft and just getting better at what I'm doing. That's it.
So you mentioned that you have almost 20 comedians in here. What is it? Did you reach out to anybody that was kind of like, nah, I ain't gonna do that, John, or yeah,
no.
Everybody was just like, I want this job.
Not really.
I feel like sometimes it was kind of hard to reach certain people because certain people was doing so much.
Right.
So like it was kind of hard to reach certain people, but for the majority, like everybody was pretty much easy to contact. And once they heard the idea, we marketed like, listen, this person has 1 million followers, this person has 1 million followers, but y'all don't have the same followers.
Right.
So we all gonna be able to eat. You get what I'm saying? We're all gonna be able to connect each other's fan base and just grow.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So,
And comedians already doing that. Like we all feature on each other's skits on Instagram, so why not do it in a movie? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Makes sense. Make perfect sense.
Yeah.
And so what do you expect after this? Is it a part 2 or like what's in your head for the next move?
Well, we actually turned it into a franchise.
All right.
Like just like how Scary Movie is. Scary Movie 1, 2.
dope.
So now it's a social media movie. It's always new social media people that come out of nowhere every day. So we building it into a franchise towards where we could do a social media movie, social media 2, a social media movie 3, social media movie 4. So it's like now this is just a franchise that we built. So now we could just be cool forever because there's always new Instagram people.
Right.
So it's never gonna die. It's never gonna. You know what I'm saying?
And they not honestly just coming from living in LA and having that kind of Hollywood experience, they don't give a lot of influencers a chance at all. They have a very selective clique that they stick with, and we want to be the pioneers. Like, no, listen, we giving everybody an opportunity. If you funny or we think you're talented, we putting you right in the mix.
You know what? I had somebody else. I forgot his name. Charles. What's his name that came to the show? One of the actors that came to the show. Charles. Charles Harris, and he kind of said the same thing. When you get to Hollywood or the majors, they don't like to give certain people a chance. They look at you and be like, well, who are you, pretty much? Not even give you a chance to even show who you are. Do you feel in just like Instagram comedy, and not just Instagram comedy, the things that you're doing, do you feel like they need to give more chances to like young, aspiring, or just fresh faces?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think everybody deserves an opportunity, but at the end of the day, you got to speak business. At the end of the day, it's business. So I feel like if you see if somebody's working hard and somebody's building their following, I believe they deserve a shot. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes those people is even overlooked most of the time. You get what I'm saying? When you go to an audition now, movie audition, soon before you even start your part, what's your Instagram, what's your following? That's like your credit right now. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
So we want to just, it's like, give more people opportunities. Don't just have a selective group. Don't just have the higher ups. Like, start really researching, because people at the top don't really look too hard. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, honestly, I feel like a lot of people, like the higher ups, they see what's going on. Like they see, because social media is big. Everybody see what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like the difference between us and back to what Charles was saying, like, the higher ups don't look down and pull us up. Sometimes you gotta just work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, like, with my story, I never had a handout ever, never. I got 161,000 followers on Instagram, all from the muscle. No shout outs from no major, no famous people, none of that. Like, just everything from the muscle. Like, I got all my followers just from reposting and people sharing it and just word of mouth. So I feel like if you know that you got a talent and you know that you got that confidence to know that you're going to be what you want to be, just work, and eventually those people is going to reach out. And if not, we're the ones who pay attention to people that's under us, and we don't mind. We're gonna help you get there. If we see that you got a talent, we're gonna help you get to where you need to be, or we're gonna be willing to work with you.
That's that.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope. So since that's an excellent transition to this now, we're talking about social media, right? And y'all on social media, and y'all have these dynamic followers, and y'all becoming, or y'all are influencers. What would you say to that now aspiring, not only just comedian, but people who are trying to get their following, who trying to be influenced? What would you tell them? What points, what nuggets would you give to them?
I mean, if you love what you do, you shouldn't do it for the followers. You shouldn't do it that's what comes with it.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my passion. I love, like, if I stop doing comedy today or tomorrow, I don't know what I'll do in my life. Like, it's that deep. Like, I don't know what I would do. That's just basically like a person who got a 9 to 5. Like, they go to work, they go home. They go to work, they go home. It's a cycle. like this comedy stuff is a cycle in my life towards where if I didn't have it, I don't know what I would be doing.
Right. So
I just kind of just feel like if you got a love for it, just stay consistent, stay true to yourself, and everything else that you want is gonna come. It's gonna come. If it's meant, it's gonna come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
what about you, Part?
I say just stop having fear. Sometimes when we come from a place like Philly, a lot of us have fear of, I don't want to reach out to that person. I don't want to look a certain way, or I'm too cool for that.
Right.
No, listen,
Yeah,
I got my biggest.
If I don't know you, I don't know you.
Period. And it's like I got my biggest projects from just reaching out to people, sending out emails, DM people. Dope. I got this dope idea. Let's work. Right, you get what I'm saying? But sometimes we just like, we don't want to reach out to people because we too cool. Yeah. But why we too cool to get money? Why we too cool to work with each other? Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got me at a standstill because I mean you're right. That's Philly. The whole I don't know you, I don't know you mentality. You know what I'm saying? But I do think thankfully that it's this new generation that's just coming through. Like we ain't on that. That F shizzy. You know what I'm saying? We on something else. Like and thankfully you got people who are before that generation that's saying what we can learn. We can learn from that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I appreciate what you guys are doing because y'all really grinding. Y'all putting this work in and it's people watching. So before I let you go, Part, this is actually a question for you. You know what I mean? So what was it about his writing or the script that you seen that you was like, you know what, I want to do this?
All right, so first and foremost, growing up, I was a fan of Tizz. People don't know Tizz was running YouTube before YouTube was popping. You feel what I'm saying? He did Silent Grind, where he used to like, bust on people that just like he just had a bunch of different type of skits, bunch of different movies. I mean, he did it from the muscle with when the little cell phone cameras and all that. So I'm like, if he could do that, you know what I mean? He put all that together himself. I'm like, imagine if he got with a real production team and we can really put something real together. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the best improv I've ever seen. I mean, it was times where the scene was just totally flat and he just came up with something on the spot. Like if you watch the movie, it's this one song where he became Trey Songz on the spot, and everybody we had to just.
I want to see it go.
Every night I'm in the club, chicken money with the dust. Thought I'd never fall in love, then it was you, girl. You changed my bomb.
On the spot. How many takes we did, bro? We did like 50 takes every time.
Like 50.
Yo, that's funny, man.
Yeah, a lot.
That's funny. That's what's up, man. Salute to you. So before I let you leave, right? This is something that I ask, and this go for both of y'all. I always ask this question, right? Because we talk weekly. We always gotta get the exclusive. We always gotta get the exclusive. TMZ. We always gotta get the exclusive, but it's one of these things, right? So I always ask this question: what's the one thing you can tell us here right now? We talk weekly. Keep it a bean. Keep it a buck, right? That you never told anybody else. I mean, all your friends, family, nobody know this about Tizz. That you could tell us right now. And go.
See, I don't see. Obviously.
That's the response we always get.
Ladies, just my time. I gotta go. Yeah, my mother watching. Mom, I swear to God, Mom. Man, listen, man.
Yo.
Look, they like this. The camera's like this, like. I can't wait to see what it is.
Look, I mean, your fans watching. Yep, there you go.
Man, I don't know, man.
You got a million followers.
I just don't know. I don't know where to take it. I don't know where to go.
Keep it a buck.
Like what y'all want to know? Like what y'all want to know? Huh? Huh? Right. We live, right?
We definitely live.
You can't edit this, right? See, I saw. This is a question you should have sent me before the interview so I could prepare a joint like, it's the setup joint, right? It's the World Star joint right here.
World Star? That's funny.
Oh,
your publicist is like, yeah, go ahead.
Look, she like, go ahead. I mean, Oh, man. See, look, and then you asked me first. He got time to think. He only like, You got it like, man, I don't know, cause I'm raw, man. You watch my Instagram, I'm raw,
man. Real talk, man.
I'm raw, man.
Yeah, man. Just you know.
Listen, I've been eating the booty since I was 13, man. Since I was 13, at a young age. At a young age. Start off early. Look. You asked for it, now you got it.
I got it.
Now they'll put their phone on. God, I didn't think you was gonna say
Where
that.
he at? He right there. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. All right, Park, holla at me, man. You ain't off the
That
hook.
was a good enough answer for both of them.
No. Don't try to feel up my job. I want to know something too.
Supposed to be brothers.
We got like 30 seconds.
Go ahead, Park. You got 30 seconds, Park. Go ahead.
Oh man.
You about to lie? Look.
I definitely. Oh no. Bro, let me see. Something that nobody ever knew, right? Let me see.
15.
I don't even know. That's a rough one.
All right.
I'm transparent. We tell
No doubt.
He can share my John.
That worked.
That's both of us.
Well, that could be for everybody in the room. I mean, it's all good. So shout out to Tizz, man. So before we let you go, why don't you tell everybody where they can get in contact with you and all that good old stuff,
Oh, yeah, for sure. Instagram is Tizz_215 with 2 Z's. Twitter is TIZ_215 with 1 Z. YouTube, The Real Tizz. That's DAREAL TIZ. Facebook, Tizz215. That's where you can find me at. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so you can first of all you can go follow the movie at a social media movie, and then Peter Parker, Peter spelled regular Parker, PARKKERR, or you can just type in Google Peter Parker Director of the Year, you'll find it, and we on.
Well, I would like to thank you for coming to the show, my brother, man. I wish nothing but all success for you guys, man. I think you guys are doing an amazing thing, man. Amazing things, man. And like we tell everybody. You hear We Talk Weekly. We family now, so now y'all friends to the show. Anytime y'all want to come down, holla at us, man. It's all good. Y'all want us to come through. Y'all got to do like a launch or a party, something crazy, so we can come out with the cameras. You know what I'm saying? The bandits be like, yeah, We Talk Weekly in the building, man.
Let's get it.
I mean, so keep it up. Keep it up, and we really appreciate y'all. So, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we got to go. We Talk Weekly after the talk. Podcasts on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, and Spreaker. Make sure you follow us on iHeartRadio, iTunes, and Spotify. And binge listen to our shows. Like and follow us on We Talk Weekly Facebook page. And download the little TuneIn app and look for WPPM LP 106.5 FM. Tune in every Tuesday at 7 p.m. We Talk Weekly's After the Talk. And follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at We Talk Weekly, at Charles Gregory, at Lauren_Sizzle, and at Sparkle Price This One. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, We Talk Weekly. You already know. And if you're Philly, catch us every Monday night, 9:30, Comcast 66, Verizon 5, 29-30. And shout out to MBG Network Afro Philly. Guess what? We are syndicated. We worldwide. Now, We Talk Weekly is now syndicated. You can find us in Atlanta, Baltimore, Birmingham, Chicago, Delaware, Houston, Jacksonville, Los Angeles, Miami, Newark, New Jersey, New York City, Philly, and all across the nation. Who do you look for?
We Talk Weekly.
Man, that's always a mouthful, man.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Classy Lady Sparkle with We Talk Weekly. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel yet? No? You need to go now. Go to YouTube and subscribe. Peace.
Oh, you a radio host.
I was about to say, I got 50 on.